Hello everyone and welcome to Ashley Plans and Saves. I'm Ashley and today I want to share with you my May 2020 budget overview. May is a nice month for me in terms of my budget because it's a 3 paycheck month and I got my stimulus check back. So here looking at my income, my rollover from April is $350. My extra paycheck, which technically came at the end of April, but I use it for May, that was $1468.59. And then my 2 paychecks for May should be about $1450 because I canceled my transit commuter benefit thing. So I get a little bit more in my paycheck. So that's nice. And then I'm expecting $35 in cash back from one of my credit cards. And then my stimulus payment was $1,200, which I got today on the 30th as well. So all in all, my income for May is going to be, I hope, $5,642.09. Savings is looking pretty good this month, so I'm excited. Roth IRA should get $750. Clothing sinking fund will get $75 because I only have a few transactions here. I just went shopping a couple of days ago, and I know already that one of these American Eagle packages has 1 or 2 things I'm going to be returning since I doubled up on it I doubled up on the sizes because I wasn't sure which one would fit. But hopefully this about $200 covers most of it, and then whatever, I'll figure it out from there. Family gifts gets $25. Travel sinking fund will get $100. Large purchase savings will get $1,600, which is awesome. And then for $650 of my stimulus check, I'm putting that as an additional payment towards my large purchase savings, which I keep in a Betterment online investing account. And then that is all for my savings accounts. Spending, since it's a 3 paycheck month for me, my spending, instead of it being 2 weeks, it's going to be 6 weeks. So 3 paychecks, 2 weeks per paycheck. So groceries will be $360 or $120 every paycheck. Eating and hanging out should be about $15 per paycheck. Same thing with households, $15 a paycheck or $45 total. Miscellaneous was like what was left over, so about $30 for the month. Medical, I'm still putting this in case, at the end of the month, if things start opening up, I can go and to my appointment and things like that. And then $500 of the stimulus check is going to stuff for my apartment that my roommate and I bought. So pretty much everything was already bought. So here we bought a TV for our living room for about $120. What was about $250 on Amazon, and we split it, so it's about $125 each. And then from IKEA, we got a new couch and some living room furniture. So my portion of it was about $360. And then we have an Amazon order out, but we're returning 1 or 2 of the things. So I have a little bit of money left over there to account for that. And that's how spending should go. It shouldn't be too crazy, especially since I did a pretty nice job in terms of spending last month. Housing, $59.38 for internet. Lemonade is my renter's insurance for $5. Electricity should be about $35, and my rent should be $11.50 like normal. We got a bill from our old electricity account when we moved back in November. We canceled our electricity, but there was a whole big thing about an error with our meter. So they said they sent someone out. Our apartment complex people said that the people came and looked at everything, and then for months I kept contacting Con Ed, which is our electricity company, about did they find something? Are they going to adjust our bill? What's happening? And then months they were like, oh no, we're still working on it. And then finally I chatted with them again a couple of days ago, and they were like, oh yeah, we looked at the account and no one was there to let us in, so we couldn't see the meter, so we didn't check anything. And when I say I almost had a mental breakdown of it took them 5 months to all of a sudden realize that no one actually let them in, even though for months we were in contact and they were just kept saying oh yeah, we have to wait for the report. Anyway, apparently we still owe about $190. So my roommate and I are splitting that about $96 each. It's whatever. Subscriptions are standard: 10 for Spotify, 13 for Netflix, and 40 for my phone. And that's pretty much it. I'm not expecting anything to roll over for June, but we'll have to see. I do want to jump into my paycheck to paycheck budget on Excel, so you'll see how I'm spending, money for every single paycheck, especially since I have so much going on and especially since it's lasting me 6 weeks. So let's jump into that. All right, so here is my paycheck to paycheck budget that I do in Excel. This is where I track, how much I have in my accounts basically for this paycheck cycle, and then how much I have left, in the accounts as I'm spending money. So for this first check, I have the rollover, I have my stimulus check, and then I have my first paycheck. Then for my second paycheck around the 14th, I'm expecting that cash back, and then my second paycheck, and then finally my third paycheck for, paycheck 3. So for this first paycheck, I'm putting $300 towards my Roth IRA. I'll pay my internet, and then I'm going to make my portion of the payment to our old electricity bill. And then spending looks pretty consistent for the next couple of weeks. It's $120 every paycheck, $15 for eating out every paycheck, $15 for household every paycheck, and then miscellaneous is about $10 or so for each paycheck. And then medical, I save to the end of the month if things sort of clear up in terms of being able to go outside. And then apartment stuff, $500. We've already spent it. It's on my credit card, so I put it for the first paycheck so I can just pay that off immediately. For savings for the first paycheck, I'm going to do all my sinking funds. So $75 to clothing, $25 for family, and the $100 for travel. And then I'm going to transfer $743 towards my personal savings betterment account. And then I'm also going to do the additional $650 to that account. All right, so paycheck 2, I take out a portion for my rent, $575 from paychecks 2 and paycheck 3. I do my standard $225 for my Roth IRA from paychecks 2 and from paycheck 3. And then the rest of my bills come out for the second paycheck. $5 for lemonade, my regular Con Ed bill, Spotify, Netflix, and my phone bills come out. And the same thing with spending that I mentioned before. And then the only savings transfer that happens for paycheck 2 is $422. That's going towards my personal savings. And then, paycheck 3 again, nothing really in terms of bills, really standard spending plan. And then again, the only savings transfer is $435 that I'm transferring for my long-term thing in my betterment account. So when I add up all of my long-term, personal savings transfers, it does equal the $1,600 that I am planning to contribute. So this is how I keep track of my budget from paycheck to paycheck. So if I put in, I did get, $1,468.59, I got that amount. It shows, okay, I have $1,468.59 left to spend. My transfer goes out automatically, so I have $1,168.59 to spend. This internet comes off the first day of the month, so and it's automatic, so I can put that in, and the income left just adjusts. So really, the first or second day I get paid, I do all my fixed expenses if I can, and my sinking funds and savings I transfer immediately. So really, just throughout the 2-week cycle, I'm just updating how much I'm spending on groceries every time I go, or, any of these spending categories. So I can just keep track of how much is in my account and keep track of if I'm overspending, if I have nothing left in my account. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider giving it a like. I would really appreciate that. And I hope you all are doing well still in this quarantine. It's been, I think, about 45 days for me since I've been home. 45 or 46, so that's a long time, but hope you guys are all staying as positive as you can and doing well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.